What's going on, Jimmy? How are you, buddy?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
What's up, Jimmy? What's going down, brother? How you doing, man? How's it going?
Not much, man. Third day of OTAs. Just getting the
Okay.
swing of things right now.
All right, man. Are you wore out with all the information and all the running and stuff you're doing out there right now? Or you
Yeah, I'm still excited. I'm still living the little kid in me.
There you go, man. It's exciting time, brother. Listen, hey, congratulations for getting out there on the Chiefs, going out there to display your talent. And so I always tell guys when they come on the show, man, first off, welcome. All right. And this is such a great opportunity just for you and every guy that gets on the Chiefs, man, have the chance, just like I said, to display what they can do. And I'm going to tell you what, I went back, man, and watched a little bit of your film. I checked you out some, man, and I tell you what, I'm impressed. Okay. I'm a big believer in your talents and what you do. And I can't wait to see how it's going to shake out, man, during training camp and hopefully for the season. So other than that, man, I just want to tell you once again, hey, man, welcome over here to Chief Concerns. We got a nice little following. Everybody's over here in the chat checking you out. So everybody give a little bit of love, a nice warm welcome of Chief Concerns family to our guy right now, Jimmy Holiday, you all. So good to see you, brother.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on, man, tonight. So obviously, you know, everyone is really excited about you. Obviously, when you get skill players, there's linemen, but then people get it. There's a different type of love that skill players get. And everyone's been showing your highlights over the last few weeks since we brought you in. And we had Major Williams on last week, who also was a mini camp invite who signed with the team, just like yourself. And we asked Major, what was the moment that he knew that he was going to be signed to the team? Was there a certain play that you had when last week when the rookie minicamp happened that you were like, okay, I'm going to make the squad? Because with you, it was kind of interesting where like Chiefs had an early rookie minicamp and you already got the invite to go to the Giants rookie minicamp. And they were like, nah, you ain't leaving, you're staying. And they end up signing you. But did you have a moment that you think stood out to you? Like, yeah, I think I'm going to make the squad.
As far as a moment, I don't think I had like just a crazy moment. I think the thing that was like really eye popping was like the first impression I had on everybody with learning the plays and picking up, every position, not just the position that I was assigned to. Like I was able to get moving parts, and I think my ability to be effective on the special teams as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, look, man, I know the Chiefs, man, they look for talented guys. Somebody said it out here in the chat, man, talking about versatile. And so, like I said before, man, checking out your film, man, you did a whole lot of stuff. And I had no idea, man, that you was a quarterback in college or in high school, a quarterback?
We in this hotel, man. Bear with me.
No.
You're good, man. You're good, man.
Oh, good, man. Look, I know how it is, man. When you first get there, they hold you up, make sure everybody's all tight. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Check it out.
This ain't time to be doing nothing else.
Right.
Yeah.
I already know. It's funny because somebody said is in the Holiday Inn, and the thing is, like when I got drafted, that's where they put us up in the Holiday Inn, and that was like too far. It wasn't too far from the stadium. I just remember everybody coming in, man, busing you to the stadium, coming back, and that's all it was. That was the trip.
Yeah, that was it. Like you went here together. Yeah, you go from there to back, and by the time you get done with like rookie time, you know how it is. By the time you get down with all your rookie meetings, you don't have time for nothing else.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And there's a purpose for that. They're gonna make sure, man, they keep the thumb on you all the whole time. And I always say this, man, you got to watch and make sure ain't nobody peeking behind the cars. They're looking to see if anybody leaving, or anybody doing anything outside now. Okay, but I'm sure you get it all together, man. But one of the things I wanted to ask you is, I know the Chiefs, man, they look for guys like yourself, the type of talent. Somebody had said it earlier here in the chat, versatile. And so that was one of my things, man. I seen that you played quarterback in high school. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Man, you was a bad boy, man. Shoot. So you said you like 3,000, almost 3,500 yards and touchdowns and all that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I tell you what, you in the right position, the right spot to go to, because Andy Reid loves guys like you. The wheels is turning in his head. He's like, look, I got a quarterback that can catch the ball. He can run. He can do it all. And he'll throw a couple of plays. He'll probably drive up 5 plays just for you, Jimmy, to throw the ball, So
hey, I'm ready. Whenever that time comes, I'm ready.
And kind of to that, I mean, Kelsey was a quarterback in high school. We've had guys, Jarek McKinnon was a quarterback in high school who excelled in the offense here. Is there anything that you kind of noticed from your a short time with the playbook so far, just overall with reading defenses? Is that something that kind of being a quarterback is able to help you kind of grasp the offense better and just kind of pick up on the defensive schemes better as playing quarterback in high school?
Yeah, so playing I when I first enrolled into college, I was still playing quarterback at Tennessee before COVID. So I learned playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You're the general, so you learn everything on the field. You learn protections. You learn what they doing, what on the back end, and how long you got on the route with timing. So yeah, understanding playing quarterback helped me understand coverages and knowing playing receiver on when you can add certain sauce to a route or how much time you got when dealing with coverages and stuff. So yeah, playing quarterback helped me deal with all that a lot easier and made it easier for me to play receiver.
I'll tell you what, man, I could tell that in your route running. The way that you would be able to sit down in the holes and the windows, just kind of reading the defense. And as you said also too, how it is so valuable to know the timing of the play, about where you're supposed to be, right? Our old offensive coordinator used to tell us all the time is be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, right? And number 2, don't fool the quarterback. And so sometimes when you see wide receivers, like you said, putting a little sauce on it, sometimes they want to put a little sauce before, they're supposed to, or they take a long time getting off the line of scrimmage. It's like, hey, man, you ain't got that much time. We're sitting over here, the protection is telling you it's a 3-step drop, or we know for a fact the ball's got to be out of your hands by 3.5, 4 seconds. You ain't got time to do all that shimmy and shaking, trying to get open. You just don't have that time like that.
And you got to realize too, this college, not saying college isn't, players not good, but these guys get paid too a lot of money to rush the quarterback. So
that's right.
You ain't got all day to do all that. So yeah. You gotta keep that in mind too.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you, man, as far as you getting over there to the Chiefs, just looking at the competition, right? Once you get to the room, everybody's obviously, glad everybody's there. It's all about the competition and whatnot. Let me ask you, what do you think that sets you apart from everybody else? Talent-wise, skill-wise, speed-wise? What do you bring to the table that you're sitting there saying, look, I have this about me, not downplaying anybody else, but for you, what do you say your strongest attributes are?
I think my confidence in myself. I say my confidence in myself and just how smart I am from playing quarterback. I think those two things are they'll carry anything else. My confidence gonna make me work harder, and me being smart, 95% of the game is being smart. So
that's right.
Yeah, I think those two things allow me to separate myself, and not to mention we got a lot of great receivers in our run right now that I can learn from and develop as myself. Because I'm not, you feel me? I'm not a full toolbox right now either. I'm a fly on the wall soaking up game right now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like being a fly on the wall, but also too, you want to also assert yourself as far as your talent, right? So everybody's like, "Ooh, look at Jimmy out there." After a while, man, everybody starts knowing your name. Hey, man, what's everybody calling you right now? They ain't gave you a nickname yet, or what?
Nah, just Jimmy.
Okay. So I see you got your beard game all the way together, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Good genes. They came from good genes. My dad and my brother.
Okay. Yeah. Mark is our co-host, man. He can grow a little mustache. You know what I'm saying? I see you do a little bit of that. So
I still got middle school facial hair. I wish.
Yeah, going.
Jimmy, you kind of referenced, right? So you first start your kind of journey began at Tennessee, then you went to Western Kentucky, then you went to La Tech is where you finished. And the thing everyone always talks about with Andy Reid's playbook is, oh man, it's so big, it's so hard to learn. It's all this stuff, like it takes years to grasp for some guys. In your short time so far, kind of grasping the playbook, and a guy who's gone through 3 different systems where you play, quarterback, receiver, and you kind of your role changed even when you got to La Tech. You kind of, you got more carries and more totes from the backfield. What is like kind of going from school to school? How has it helped you kind of be able to kind of learn playbooks quicker? And also, how is that applied to what you're doing right now with Kansas City and learning the playbook there?
So when I first got to college, I had a offense coordinator by the name of Jim Chaney, NFL guy. He had ran pro style offense, like similar to like NFL offenses. So I took a lot of what I learned with that staff, and like it carried in me. Like the things they instilled in me when I first enrolled, like I kind of carried those things. Like when learning playbooks, like I write it down. I watch tons of film to learn coverages, learn like what are big routes, and a lot of things. Like it really comes from just repetition of just doing reps and watching film.
Okay. What makes this offense a little bit different from what you've been in so far? What have you noticed?
For one, in college until the end of last season, I never huddled. So college is all signals. Like you never huddled. Like in the league, everything comes from the quarterback, like from the OC to the quarterback, like it's in the huddle. And I think what makes it different is just like terminology, how everybody word everything. Certain things carry on for college, but certain things you gotta like put in your mind and group with families when learning stuff. So
yeah. I tell you what, man, that's one thing I didn't like about college. But you said you had the first coach at Tennessee, the one that it kind of taught a little bit of the pro style. When we get into like that fast no huddle type of deal, I think sometimes it does keep guys a disservice really for the NFL because sometimes you do have to get in and you got to huddle. There's got to be a lot of changes at the line of scrimmage, and also too like holding up the cards and stuff like that. And I coached college for about 5 years, and I had the receivers, I had tight ends, and I worked with the quarterbacks too. But I used to always hate the NASCAR type of deal. I'm like, man, come on, man. Because sometimes what you do is, and I don't know if y'all did this or not, because sometimes you keep the receivers on the same side. And I'm like, man, if you ain't flip receivers over also too, or if you're not, inquiring, putting in a little bit more motion or maybe some of the shifts, it kind of keeps guys from thinking. I don't like that part about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to the NFL, it's all about, thinking first, but then all of a sudden it's about playing fast, right? So now the point you ain't thinking, it's just second nature. You're just going, right? Kind of talk on that a little bit, but the difference on that you see.
The difference on you saying the difference of like just having signals and then the difference of like the league offense.
Yeah.
So
Signals, league offense, shift in motion, all of those different. Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that, like you said, in college, is like you're not flipping receivers and stuff. You're not doing much. So it kind of gets you like stuck. Like in college, say if you play the X, you're stuck on the X side, the whole side, and then when you go, you're not really. Your steps is off when you go to the right side. In the league, you flip flop. You don't stay on side. So
right.
I think that's the main difference to me. Like running routes on side. Like in college, you could be an X and catch only balls from the left and never catch a ball from the right. So I think that's the main difference. And then just the playbook, like you mentioned with motions. Like in college, you rarely doing any motions. And if you motioning, probably 75% of the time you getting the ball. Like in the league, they motion you to see like man or zone.
That's right.
To get a grip of coverage. Like you're not doing that in college as much unless you're running some type of pro style. I think teams like Penn State and Ohio State, they do a good job of doing it though.
Yeah. I think that's why you see some of those guys, kind of make that adjustment coming into the NFL. You know what I mean? No, that's good because you call it, window dressing. That's a lot of it, man. That shifting in motion is window dressing. It is man or zone. You're reading what the defense is going to give you, what the coverage is going to be. You're watching the safeties, but they're going to rock and roll coming down, into the paint. You got to call each and everything out. So, but I think, man, you done been to 3 places. I don't think it's going to be a hard thing for you to pick up as far as maybe for other guys, right? And like you said, that's going to be your advantage. For OTAs, man, who's been the most impressive guy out there on OTAs that you like watching right now so far?
I mean, I don't really have a favorite. I think like every guy in our receiver group, like, I mean, they act like they are pros. Like they go about, like they act like they vets. Like everybody in the receiver room, like just bringing me and the other two guys that came in, or three guys that came in the room, like just getting us going and leading us. So I don't really have a favorite, but they work at it. They all work like pros.
It's good. It's good. I Connor Embry, your coach, his dad coached me when I was at Kansas City. And I remember Connor, man, he was a young dude coming out as a receiver and stuff like that. So I know he's a good coach too. He does a great job, man, communicating to guys. He's been around the league a lot as far as like just part of the game. What have you learned, at least from him, some of the things that he's been talking about to you?
Just as far as like the way he break down the playbook, like the rookie time we get, like I was telling you on OTAs, you know how it go. Your rookie time, you meet with your coach more than your position coach, more than anybody. So just how he be explaining the playbook to us and how he go about coaching us and the drills he have us doing, how they translate to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. That's my guy, though. He's a good coach for sure.
Man, make sure you do me a favor, man. You tell him, man, that Jay Dunn said what's up. All right.
All right, I got you. For sure. I tell him tomorrow.
Yeah, tell him tomorrow. Tell him I'm gonna be hollering at him, man, because I'm gonna get him on the show too. All right.
Okay, for sure. I got you.
Jimmy, you so looking at your college career, you have a big time track record with kickoff return, and you mentioned special teams that you were able to that kind of sets you apart, that you can contribute on the special teams aspect. What are your thoughts on the NFL kickoff rule versus what you had to do in college and high school and youth league, right? And it's a little different. And then also to talk about taking punts after not doing that in college, because I've noticed a little bit of that where like a lot of the guys we brought in either have done mostly kickoff return or all kickoff return and no punt return, which I think is pretty interesting. And just kind of talk about your confidence level in doing that at the next level and not doing that and from college.
So in college, I actually did it. Like I just didn't do it in the game. It was one of the things. Like my head coach didn't want me to do it because I started at receiver, but I did punt like every practice. Like I always practice. I never like not caught punt. So that's like a real comfortable thing for me. And then my take on the kickoff return rules, I think it's good because like they implemented another rule this year where you get the ball on the 35 instead of 25 now. So it ain't gonna be that many touchbacks because who gonna let Patrick Mahomes get the ball to the 35 every time?
Right.
That's what I said. It's not gonna be too many people doing that. So I like the new rules. It'll give them more chance for some explosive kickoff returns for sure.
Now, I did want to ask, kind of go back to your college offense. So at La Tech, right, we saw a lot of you received more handoffs and carries that you did at La Tech than you did at the other places. And as Chief fans, looking at the seeing Andy Reid's offenses over the years, seeing the way they've utilized Kadarius Toney, Mecole Hardman, Xavier Worthy, and then seeing the way you were utilizing college, see a lot of parallels there. So far in your short time in Kansas City, how have you been utilized as in the kind of the same way you were utilized at La Tech so far? Like as far as jet motions, reverses, all that kind of stuff.
As far as OTAs and stuff right now, I think we haven't got dived much into the playbook yet. We only been here 3 days, so I'm looking forward to getting a shot at doing so. But as far as now, not yet.
Well, those things are gonna come, man. They're definitely gonna come.
Yeah, just gotta stay down, man. Keep working for it. Nothing gonna be handed. You gotta go get everything. So.
I think, man, that's the important part of it, man. Is just keep your head down and focus on what you need to do, right, and digesting the playbook. I was telling Marcus on Monday that there was a guy I have in my mind that I remember who was a wide receiver. And he had all the talent in the world. I'm telling you, could have played on any team, could have did anything. I'm talking about does everything. Athletic, just out the wazoo. The problem he had, man, is he couldn't just digest the playbook. Sometimes you line up wrong. sometimes, he'd be on the other side. So we had to stop plays. And I tell him, I said, man, you just don't understand. Like when you're trying to get into the rhythm, like you don't have time for guys to get things wrong. And so the fastest way out of town is don't pick up the plays. Don't study your time, on your playbook. And before you know it, man, you got a bus ticket out of town. They gave you a plane ride here. But them jokers give you a bus ticket on the way out,
Yeah.
So man, I just tell you, man, just you stay on your business, man. I could tell right now that you are one that everything sinks in for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you haven't really had the chance to go out in Kansas City anywhere at all?
Not yet. I'm thinking about this weekend, looking around for apartments and stuff, getting to see. But the most confusing thing to me was the Kansas City, Kansas, and the Kansas City, Missouri thing. Yeah, they got me right there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, because I had never thought about that ever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, just talk about from from your your journey, going from, three different schools, going, being a UDFA, going to a rookie minicamp invite and making the team, and then for it to be the Kansas City Chiefs, as a skill player, as a guy who played quarterback and you appreciate the position, right? Just knowing that you're in the same room as Patrick Mahomes, what is that like? What has that been like to you so far, as to know you're in the same team as, our generation's GOAT, I would say, and, maybe the GOAT of all time at some point, but as of right now, the GOAT for this generation. What does that mean to you as a receiver, being able to kind of learn from him and be with him?
Man, it means everything, honestly, because not saying that there's not any other good quarterbacks in the league, but like you mentioned when you was talking, to get the opportunity to play for a guy that already accomplished so much, did so much, and not only that, just they got a crazy work ethic and know not everything, but majority of everything dealing on the field. So I think it's a great opportunity. A once in a lifetime opportunity for sure to soak up some game for him and learn how things go.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to have a real good talk with him, conversation yet?
Not yet. I haven't even seen him yet.
Okay.
So they're probably in Texas right now doing some stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You'll probably get the call out to do their Texas workouts there soon, Jimmy.
I hope so. I'm gonna do everything I can to get that.
Where have you been working out before you got here with the Chiefs, man? You have a little facility or something that you was at, kind of getting your work in?
Yeah, I work out in Texas at Built for It.
Okay.
Yeah, I work out with the pro group. There are a lot of Cowboys guys and a lot of DBs from other teams.
Okay. Y'all pass a lot of information around each other, man, at their time, just kind of talking what the league's all about, what to expect.
You talking about as far as like information like going to the NFL?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hold on, it's buffering out right now. What you say, Mr.
Yeah.
Dunn?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You learned
Yeah. They gave me a lot of advice on just like, the do's and don'ts of like when you go into the NFL, keep your head down, don't worry about when your time coming and stuff like that, and just to stay hard working and stay out the way. Don't do nothing crazy, basically. So yeah, a lot of vets gave me a lot of good advice on that.
Okay. Well, tell you what, man, it's always the moniker is the more you can do, the better off you're gonna be. And you always make it hard for them jokers, man, to get rid of you. Because they're sitting over there watching, you're like, man, Jimmy could do this, he could do that, he can do this. And so when it comes down to the numbers, they're gonna be looking at you play special teams, you'll come down as a gunner. There's all these different things that you'll do. So anytime Dave told, when anybody asks you to do something, hey man, raise that hand. I got you, coach. I got you. You know what I mean? So some guys, man, they can almost cut themselves because they don't want to do nothing. They don't think like, I don't want to go down on kickoff. I don't want to run down there as a gunner. Shoot, do anything and everything.
I made a living off that. I take pride in being on special teams. So
Okay.
That's something I like doing for sure.
All right. You a hitter? I know you've been playing offense, man. You hit people too?
Yeah, I wish I had some film to show you all for sure. It's on the PFL for sure though.
Okay.
I'm scared to hit.
All right. That's what's up. Man. You know, that's another thing. Receivers, man, they don't like to go do no blocking either. They always call the receivers the pretty boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what y'all known as.
I block for sure. You know, I'm country strong. We built a little different down in Mississippi.
Mississippi. I see you. Okay. Yeah. What part of Mississippi you from?
I'm a small town outside of Jackson called Flora.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, we had what was it? Fabian Lovett, man. He was from Mississippi. He was out here a couple weeks ago.
Fabian, that sounds familiar. Did he play at Florida State?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was telling man, Mississippi folk about as good as folks as they are out there now. You know what I mean? Good folk.
Yeah, man. We just country. That's it.
I already know, man. I'm up here in Kentucky, so I already know what that country's all about, baby. I already know, bro.
Oh yeah. You know for sure.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy, I know you're on OTAs, and I know you got to get some downtime. But you mentioned with the special teams stuff. I wanted to ask you, talk about your return stuff. What kind of conversations have you had with Dave Toub? What I mean, has he talked to you about, like, you know, because I believe on the Chiefs website, on the photos, one of the photos is of you on the jugs machine catching a ball. And what kind of conversations have you had with Dave Toub throughout your process so far?
I ain't really had any conversations with him, but the first day, a rookie mini account, I made it my job, like the first thing to do, go introduce myself to him, talk to him, get familiar with him, let him know who I am and stuff. And he had already had me as a return guy and on all the special teams, so there wasn't really much conversation needed to be had. I just had to go out there and show that I could do it.
That's good, man. That's good. You're doing it. Hey, man, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, brother. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So, man, you make sure you go out there and you just shine as much as you could possibly shine, man. That's what it's all about.
Still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Uh-huh.
Is it? You catch everything I just said just now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was it. Just introducing myself to him and showing him that I could do it. We really didn't have too much conversation.
Okay. Well, man, you make sure you go out there, man, and just shine. Okay. Let your talent and all that speak for itself, man. Like you said, you already got the football IQ and all those things, man. So it gives you, you know, a leg up on everybody else that's out there. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's all about that opportunity, man, what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? So just go out there and make plays. That's all it is. Shoot. So
Smart.
Yeah.
Is Dunn still on here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. I see. All right.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, I know the connection's getting rough, but also you got to get back to studying the playbook, but we really appreciate you taking this time, this busy time during OTAs, to come on the show and tell Chiefs Game a little bit about yourself and get to talk to us. We really appreciate it. We would love to have you back on later on down the line, man. And we wish you all the luck and all the success, my man.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to come on the show, and I hope to meet y'all in person soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I'll be out there, man. I'm gonna come up there and come holler at you, man, and show you some love, man. So you just stay healthy, okay? Keep out there, keep shining, bro. All right, brother.
Yeah, sure. Y'all follow me on any social media and stuff. I got y'all. Follow y'all back.
Okay.
Hit me if y'all need something. Marcus got my number. Hit me if y'all need anything.
All right.
Awesome, man.
Okay. Send Marcus some of your beard game to him, man. Give him some of your, you know what I mean? Some of your.
Yeah, I got you. Give us that. I got you.
I'll take it. All right, man.
All right, man. Y'all have a
Good luck,
good night.
Jimmy.
All right, man.
Yes,
You too,
sir.
Jimmy.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. Absolutely. All right. All right.
I'll tell you what, man. We do this every time we have a person on the show. They're always as nice as can be. The Chiefs, everyone always talks about the Chiefs going for high character guys. And if you can't tell that by watching these interviews, I don't know what to tell you. Every guy that we've had on, be it 30 years ago, be it 10 years ago, be it now, all the Chiefs bring on as high class personified guys. And Jimmy Holiday is another one of those guys. Really, really cool dude. Even with the connection issues, he still made it work. Calm, cool, collected, like a nice quarterback would. And he was able to come on and give us about 30 minutes of his time. So really appreciated that. But yeah, fantastic. JD, what did you think of Jimmy Holiday in his interview?
No, man, I like it. Very balanced. And somebody said he gave great responses. Like you said, that you could tell he played quarterback. But he's somebody that I believe the Chiefs went out to go get because of his talent, his versatility. And so him playing quarterback, him playing wide receiver, being in the backfield, running reverses, catching screens. I seen him do it all on film. And so a guy like that he's going to have a job in the NFL. He is. Hopefully it's here. When I watched him get open, Marcus, he really understood the coverages. That gives him, like I said, a leg up on everybody else. Because sometimes you had to go in, you got to start learning a little bit more, but he'll be able to process things a lot faster than other guys out there running routes. And so him being 6'1", how much did Jimmy weigh? I
think he was 6'1", 190 is what I saw when we did our player intros on him a couple weeks ago. I think he was 6'1", 190.
Okay. So it's good body type. You know what I'm saying? That's good body type. And he said he likes to block. So for me, that's
the Chiefs have him at 6'1", 211. That's thick.
211?
Yeah, he's stacked, man. I like that.
Wait. G-Pick said 200 plus, so 211. Hey, you need a big body guy like that, man. That's what you need, a big joker to go in and do some blocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, hey, he took a lot of carries last year, so I mean, he needed that kind of running back stature. I mean, he took 50-something carries last year, so I mean,
that's
needed. Hey, Sasha says built for stock blocking. I mean, heck yeah. I mean, he sounds like he'll do whatever he's asked, though. I mean, this guy was a quarterback, went to receiver, played a little bit of running back at La Tech, or took some carries, but he's kind of built for everything. So I do like his build and make, man.
Yeah. And it gives a little bit of different from, like we said, we have a body type. But 6'1", 2, we said 215? Is that
211,
right?
211.
211 still. 211, 215 is too far, from each other. So, yeah, he's got a little oomph to him. He's going to bring a little oomph. So they better be ready. Buyers beware. If you think this joker right here is going to step out of bounds on you, you'll lower your shoulder. I know that. The 6'1", 211? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. No, he's I loved all his answers to everything. He seems like he's ready for the moment, just wants to kind of showcase his skill. And that's the kind of guy, man. The way he talked about tackling from a receiver, not only that, he's a quarterback, turn receiver, and he's talking about tackling. He's like, yeah, I wish I could show you my highlights on the tackle. So this guy just wants to play football. I mean, that's a football player. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, Justin Blackwell, good to see you, Justin. He says Jackson make a mofo hard as nails. That's Mississippi. That is Mississippi. All the folk down there are hard folk, but good people. Hard folk, good people, man. So
yeah, and with a great beard game too.
Yeah, man. Sure, that like you said, it's good genes. So when the joker's out there, Marcus, I want to see you. You come in with a great big old beard one time. Have you ever grown a beard out? You can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I could grow facial hair, but it's disgusting. It's not good. Like I said, it looks like a middle school boy, trying to grow facial hair for the first time. That's what it looks like. I could grow this nicely, but I don't like it though. So.
Oh, you don't like it? You don't like the little stash? Okay, it's all right. That's all right.
Now, I got the baby boy face with the white hair on the side. So that's people think I dye this, but no, it's just it is what it is. I didn't get the facial hair. I got the white hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's good, man. He's a good dude. You can tell he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. So
yeah, Sasha says he sparked right up when he talked about hitting. That was something that really stood out. I loved seeing that.
Man, you don't hardly hear wide receivers talk that way. You just don't. Nobody speaks about, oh, I could go down, or I can make me a block. It's all about catching the football and making plays.
Yes, sir.
You know what? This is some other stuff we're gonna ask you to do too. And so if you ain't willing to do that, guess what? You don't want to play enough. So,
Dude was I gotta say, and the guy was right for the moment, right? He says the first thing he does when he comes in there is he goes shakes Dave Tobe's hand and says who he is. And he ain't really talking about that, but he knew, but he knows what his role is going to be to make the team. He's going to have to do those type of things to make the squad. The first thing you do is go shake Dave Tobe's hand.
Yes,
Kid's smart, man. Savvy kid. Love it.
Sir, absolutely. True. Yeah, he knows what's going on. He knows exactly what time it is. So
smart.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha says 30 years ago, Marcus, did you have the show when you were 2 years old? No, I was just saying, guys who, we've had a lot of older guys on the show. We had Steve Bono on the show. He played about 30 years ago. So yeah, I mean, he great guy. Yeah. So we have a lot of different generations of Chief players have come on the show, and collectively, all of them been pretty solid people.
Solid cats, man. Solid cats.
That's what we do. And of course, the face of this show. Look at this guy over here. The nicest person in the world over there.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Chiefs org draws in truly good care to people in general. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.